What up YouTube? This video is for educational purpose use only. I will bring you the latest content on mainmusik. Mainmusik is one of the most popular and richest rapper who was born on May 17, 1994 in Louisiana, United States. As of June 1, 2023, Main has a net worth approximately $5 million. He and Kevin Gates came up in the Baton Rouge hip-hop scene. Both grew up in the Baton Rouge hip-hop scene. Baton Rouge rapper, who is most well known for the singles, Main, Came With The Game, and Shine On Me, from the 2017 mixtape Spider Nation. Although he has been a solo artist, he is best known for his collaborations and music with TEC. He was featured in XXL Magazine's June 2017 issue. He is from Louisiana and his real name is DeMarcus. He has dated Daphne, a girl he was born to. He is the father of 3 daughters and 1 son. Before launching his independent career, he was affiliated with Master P's No Limit Records prior to embarking upon an independent career, HP's No Limit Records. Main ranked on the list of most popular rapper. Also ranked in the Elite list of famous people born in United States. Mainmusik celebrates birthday on May 17th of every year. Mainmusik is a rapper from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He rose to fame in 2016 with his hit single, Social Media Gangsta. However, his career quickly fizzled out after he was arrested on multiple charges, including armed robbery and aggravated battery. Mainmusik was born DeMarcus Davis in 1994. He began rapping in his early teens, and he quickly gained a following on social media. In 2016, he released his debut single, Social Media Gangsta, which became a regional hit. The success of Social Media Gangsta led to Mainmusik signing a record deal with No Limit Forever Records. He released his debut mixtape, The Real Mainmusik, in 2017. The mixtape was a commercial success, and it helped to solidify Mainmusik's status as a rising star in the rap game. In 2018, Mainmusik was arrested on multiple charges, including armed robbery and aggravated battery. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Mainmusik's arrest and imprisonment effectively ended his career as a rapper. He was allegedly really bout dat life. It is too early to say whether Mainmusik will ever be able to revive his career. However, he is still a young man, and he has plenty of time to make a comeback. Only time will tell what the future holds for Mainmusik. As a teenager growing up in Jonesville, Louisiana, we considered New Orleans rapper, Soulja Slim one of the hardest MCs on the planet. His song, Soulja Life Mentality, we felt on a spiritual level. So, it makes perfect sense for Baton Rouge's budding MC, Mainmusik, to pay homage to the fallen soldier with his new video, Soulja Slim Flow. In the 1/9 directed video, Main and his retarded comrades pose for the camera with enough Dracos to start a civil war in East Baton Rouge Parish. I'm certified with slanging iron, I let the lead rush, stalking people is a must, they say they want smoke with us, well, I getting you touched, raps the young gorilla. Mainmusik and his partner in rhyme, TEC, have been pushing out music that's been catching on in the streets of Baton Rouge as well as in Houston, Texas. If you're into the honest-to-God street hop, watch out for these guys. Baton Rouge rappers TEC and Mainmusik return with a new single and video for How I Came Up, via MNRK Urban. Produced by Go Grizz, How I Came Up embodies 2 friends' shared love of music as an escape, but with 2 different paths. The pair founded the Spider Nation movement and released their last joint mixtape Spider Nation in 2017. The accompanying video was directed by Telemo Shot It. How I Came Up is the follow-up to the hard-hitting single, Whole Lotta Money, that was released earlier this summer. Both singles will appear on their joint project, Retaliation 2, The Lost Tapas. TEC and Mainmusik were both signed to Master P's new No Limit Records. Together, they've released projects like Spider Nation, Retaliation, and more. TEC has amassed over 100 million video views for tracks like Through the Storm, My Spider, and Go Crazy. 82 miles separate New Orleans and Baton Rouge, and the connective tissue is more sturdy than just Interstate 10 and rap music. Nonetheless, Sherwood and Bourbon Street feel distant and discreet. They're closer to cousins than brothers, intimate family, kinsmen, but clearly part of a slightly different genetic branch. BR is the seat of state government, one of the South's preeminent land-grant universities, and home to more great rappers than any comparably sized city in America. With New Orleans, it shares intense poverty, a forever high murder rate, and a penchant for a raucous Mardi Gras parade. In BR, Boosie is the elderly sage, magnetic and plagued. His prime was curtailed by jail, a bout with cancer, and constant label ones. He seems much older than 35, but nonetheless has accumulated what he said he would, a Beatles catalog. Youngboy and Kevin Gates complete the obvious holy trinity of modern BR rap, with Webby filling out a Walmart Mount Rushmore. Behind them, exist countless would-be phenoms, numb and violent, knuckling their way through unsettling and catchy hooks and verses so grounded in some graphic reality that they seem otherworldly. Tech pronounced TEC and mainmusik are two of the best from this latter block, often working in tandem though just as wicked separately. Scotty Kane, Sherwood Marty, Wap Bezzy, 70th Street Carlos, Jay Lewis, Go Yella, and Fredo Bang, all deserve some mention too. Main is raw, sorted and blunt. Tech is more variable and buckshot, his precision less important than an overriding episode. At his best, you can't pull your eyes or ears away from him, hooks lodging deep in some nervy subconscious alongside particularly acidic 2 to 3 bars sequences. Main is spindly and angular, often fidgeting with a cigarette. Tech is shorter, lighter complected and more emphatic, probably dancing and ruggedly but fashionably dressed. One symmetry is a chain they both wear, white diamonds interspersed by a few purple making the shape of a spider. It's an obvious symbol for a shared allegiance to a set, Spider Gang, just one of Baton Rouge's dissenting camps. Even if they weren't tied by shared hoods and loyalties, the two's creative synergy seems preordained, born from years of brotherhood. My Spider, AG mix of Lil Babies, My Dog, is one of Tech and Main's most popular and narratively tortuous records. As of this writing, the video checks in at just over 15 million views, largely due to the circumstances or coincidence of its release, mere hours after the violent murder of another Baton Rouge rapper, Darrell G Money. That some of the lyrical content of the song seems to mirror the details of G's death has flamed suspicions and a great deal of internet sleuthing. As for My Spider, it's both cruder and higher stakes than Lil Baby's original. Tech and Main don't so much imprint themselves on the record as fight for control of it. It could fizzle into some calculated trend hopping, but for Tech's cold-blooded economy. Main is consistent and assured but plays second fiddle, short of some force. Perhaps the most telling sequence comes halfway through Tech's verse. That was my work, I got him murked, I left his face open, they still got the case open, stole yo dog, I'll pull a Beethoven, monosyllables, for the most part, impacting clearly and decisively, no debris or loose ends left by the end of each bar. The only more decisive outcome from the song and its milieu is G Money's absence. This loss felt most acutely by his family and loved ones, but also put into sharp relief within the insular scope of Baton Rouge's rap community. My Spider's rise traces the arc of what is becoming an L to common trope across popular music, violent controversy only begetting more fame and infamy onto its subjects. Though to frame this as the principal ignition behind Tech and Main's rise is to be wholly disingenuous. The duo have been iconoclastic fixtures in BR for a few summers now, originally signed to No Limit and picking up heat steadily. These past 6 months have been especially boiling, both amassing millions of views on YouTube and staking their claim to a greater share of the provincial turf. In recent times, both have been mostly consumed with their solo work. Though 2017's joint project, Retaliation, is appointment listening for fans of roughly formed and sinewy southern gangster rap. The spiritual and contextual follow-up to My Spider is another G-mix, this time Tech taking up Youngboy's Through the Storm. Here he follows a similar recipe, excising brooding paranoia for callous faux elegy colored with vivid incriminations. It is magnificently sticky and buoyant and at tension with the murky bloodletting of its origin, almost masquerading as a sing-along. Like much of TEC's best work, Through the Storm is stuck together with malevolent charisma and a sneaky finesse on hooks. The song's aura hinges on the implication of covering a Youngboy record, those fingers that don't point at Tech and Main as the bringers of G's death do at Youngboy. The uneasy propulsion of the record is as extrinsic as intrinsic. TEC's writing is spare and domineering, almost never pulling back and maximal at its zenith, both in sound and implication. Main never quite gets to this pitch, but treads similar territory. Black Cloud is one of his recent trophies, moody and recalcitrant and featuring one of his close Spider Gang contemporaries, Des Da Ghost. Main excels at fleshy moments, more nuanced and masterful in his mode. At one point earlier this summer, he was putting out music at the pace of a song and video a day, never running out of bars or ideas, his momentum never interrupted. Main's records lend themselves to deconstruction, diligent and purple rapping all that is needed. For reference, see his Luca Brasi Flow series, which is as emotionally effective and throttling as anything in his, or anyone else's, catalog. Tech, or Luwap Hussein as he is sometimes known, swings closer to the paroxysmal sometimes pop of Kevin Gates, best at his least restrained and most pointed. The evidence for this claim is Deadly Combination, the opener to one of TEC's 2017 projects Luciano's Way. It's quicksilver and silvery with a pestilent undercurrent. This loosely slinky and bassy record perhaps not an unfitting statement of Tech and Main's ethos taken together, rivals beware. Both won't stop coming. Tech is already 2 projects into his 2018 Web Life, the prologue of sorts to the more truncated 700 Degrees. Both falter when he skews closer to something resembling Bryson Tiller's style of sexless sing-song. The best moments come close to the firebrand heat of Through the Storm, and My Spider, White Flag, is one of these numbers. Tech's first verse is sublime, sending poison-slicked arrows at all counterfeit ops and stealing souls indiscriminately. His most venomous passage comes about 30 seconds in, Lil Wody reppin' on that body, he ain't like that, he had to be freestyling, he ain't right that cuz in that verse he claiming bodies he ain't hearse, now he out here head first, and that shit wasn't even his work, New Orleans has always loved outlaws of a token. William Burroughs settled there for a period. Fugue stayed high and strung out, whistling past Bourbon Street for seedier neon dens. The archetypal outlines something like that waylaid author, misbegotten bohemians and star-crossed junkies. Baton Rouge subscribes to a different cast of desperado, both repentant and unrepentant. Deities of this place leave bodies in their wake and rarely escape untouched. Boosie's laconic advice to Youngboy upon the latter's unsanctioned Koran. Asian comes to mind, get out of BR. Tech and Main fit the profile. Main sometimes goes by Mizi Osama, and play their roles to a T. Reviled and beloved by different corners, leery of strays and defiant, ready to fire at shadows. They may burn it all down before they are eclipsed by fast-coming fame. If they don't, then Baton Rouge has 2 more liminal stars, and a new claim for its place amongst an overcrowded and mimetic rap ecosystem, the only ones with smoke in the middle of a drought. Free mainmusik, the 6 feet 6 inches on-beat rapper from Baton Rouge who has been rapping with his day 1 tech since 5th grade. Back in March 2016 when we first hit you with some mainmusik, he was an up-and-coming artist who had just left the No Limit fold with his day 1 tech and started up Spider Gang. Volume 1 is mostly hard bounce from in-house producer Black and Mild and some were total jacks from Webby and the Hot Boys. Volume 2 finds Main showing more improvement, check him out spitting for a clearly impressed Jadakiss, and sometimes making good musical choices. He can't go wrong recreating the clean-up man beat, and also producer Timothy Hill comes through with Soulja Slim Flow 2, one of the best songs of 2018 period. Check the view counts, he's doing industry numbers, but Spider Nation is 2 streets for these labels. Especially true for the Lil Baby Jack, My Lit Spider, at 16M views it's their most popular clip and the comments is straight keyboard detectives. Where there were a few lighter moments on part 1, the Spider years is all failed assassination attempts, murder and retaliation. Not to say there isn't the occasional moment of clarity like on Environment, they brought me up around violence, they wasn't giving me knowledge, they told me go get a gun, they wasn't thinking 'bout college, now they look at Lil Main they wanna say I be out Chi Wilden. The only moment where he's living for tomorrow is on the Closer, Dope Money, a song about stacking money for their senior citizen years. R.I.P. BTY Youngin, Zoe Rila and G Money and Free mainmusik. When flexing goes wrong, Louisianan rappers get a visit from cops after waving guns around an Instagram video. 2 rappers from Louisiana have been quizzed by police after a video emerged on social media showing the music stars posing with guns allegedly. The rappers have been reportedly identified from the Instagram video as TEC and mainmusik. The Baton Rouge artists were filmed with a gang of other young men, showing off a range of weapons. The video was widely shared and garnered plenty of comments before it was removed from mainmusik's Instagram account. Mainmusik is shown with a red patterned bandana tied over his head and several gold medallions around his neck. His ill-fitting trousers appear to be hanging around his thighs, showing off his underpants, as mainmusik vows to go to war. The expletive-laden video attracted the attention of the police, who later turned up to question mainmusik and TEC. Rapper mainmusik, who recently made headlines locally for his anti-Trump social media rant, has been arrested. the 22-year-old, whose real name is DeMarcus Davis, was recently detained and is being held in prison in Baton Rouge, on charges of illegal possession of a stolen firearm and 3 counts of felony possession of a firearm. According to WBRZ News, mainmusik was charged for his alleged role in a robbery of Mo Guns and Ammo in the city, on July 6 of last year. In the clip, mainmusik warned others not to challenge his crew and also included a threat to shoot presidential candidate Donald Trump, because the controversial Republican has criticized food stamp recipients. mainmusik also claimed to have a connection to ISIS and access to military weapons, leading to an official investigation. According to law enforcement, all of the guns that were being flaunted by several individuals in his video for Ain't No Comin' Down match the makes and models of some of the 50 guns that were reported stolen in last July's robbery. In fact, a Glock pistol with a 100-round drum mainmusik flashed in the video for Ain't No Comin' Down is so clear that specialists could read the serial number on the stolen weapon. mainmusik was brought in for questioning after running a stop sign, while in possession of what was apparently lean promethazine codeine. Federal authorities are pondering if mainmusik should also be charged with threatening Donald Trump as well, since all of the guns were not only stolen, they were real. Prior to his legal issues, mainmusik was a member of the Luciano family, featuring Tech, Ace B and Master P. No Limit forever severed their ties with mainmusik and Tech in 2015. The trouble don't stop there for mainmusik. mainmusik gets arrested, after leaving South by Southwest, with a gun being found in his vehicle, in Louisiana. Currently, Baton Rouge is one of the biggest hip-hop cities out there, with many rappers from the city gaining stardom. A lot of the talk is, understandably, about NBA YoungBoy. But mainmusik is also doing his thing down there. mainmusik is crushing the YouTube numbers, with over 100 million combined views on his videos. The buzzing rapper was booked during the South by Southwest events. After doing his part, mainmusik went back to his native, Baton Rouge, from Austin. According to reports, mainmusik got arrested upon his return to the city. Apparently, there was a traffic check, as a gun was found inside the vehicle he was traveling in. The gun in the vehicle led to mainmusik's arrest, along with the others in the vehicle. Baton Rouge man sentenced to federal prison for illegally possessing a firearm. United States Attorney Brandon J. Freeman announced that U.S. District Judge John W. DeGravels sentenced DeMarcus Davis, age 26, of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to 75 months in federal prison following his conviction of possessing a firearm by a convicted felon. The court further sentenced Davis to 3 years of supervised release following his term of imprisonment and ordered that the firearm involved be forfeited. According to admissions made as part of the guilty plea, on August 18, 2018, the Livingston Parish Sheriff's Office was conducting a sobriety checkpoint on Highway 42. Davis's vehicle was swerving as it entered the screening line, almost striking a metal guardrail, and Davis was seen reaching toward the floorboard upon entering the screening line. Davis's speech was rambling, his hands were shaking, and his travel plans did not make sense. Detectives observed a pineapple Fanta soft drink in the console that appeared to contain a controlled substance. Davis did not have a driver's license and admitted to being on probation for possession of codeine syrup. After Davis provided verbal consent to search the vehicle, deputies noticed a plastic panel on the driver's side, lower middle console that appeared to be broken or loose. Upon removing the plastic piece, a loaded FN, Model 5.7, 5.7mm handgun was located. Prior to possessing the firearm, Davis was convicted in East Baton Rouge Parish in March 2017 of possession of codeine and November 2014 of simple robbery. United States Attorney Brandon J. Freeman announced that U.S. District Judge John W. DeGravels sentenced DeMarcus Davis, age 26, of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to 75 months in federal prison following his conviction of possessing a firearm by a convicted felon. Free mainmusik. He's still able to hold onto his fan base and gain more fans. He took to Instagram to expose Kodak Black, which isn't hard to believe. I mean, he did try out for Nickelodeon allegedly. mainmusik on Crips pressing Kodak Black about Nipsey Hussle in jail plus serving 5 years in the pen. I hope you enjoyed the content provided. Make sure to like and subscribe to 318 Louisiana Legend YouTube channel.